Ladies and gentlemen, what's going on? It is your boy Noah Jones, and welcome to Today in Hiphop. Today's episode 8, is sponsored by none other than these motherfucking nerds. Nah, I'm playing. Sponsored by NoahJonesNews.com, where you can find the artists with the hottest music and the hottest videos and the nigga, you already know what it is. Noah motherfucking Jones News.com. You can watch this podcast or listen to this podcast, shall I say, actually on the site as well. So, without further ado, we're going to talk about some shit today. Let's talk about some shit. Today, we're going to talk about your boy YNW Melly. I'm going to give you some backstory and history on this guy if you've never heard of him before. He announces a new album from jail, ladies and gentlemen. He is the grand prize winner of Play a Stupid Game. Say it with me. Win a stupid prize. He is the grand prize winner. The highest prize you could win, this nigga won it. We also got some Floyd Mayweather and 50 Cent news. Them niggas is beefing at each other again. I don't know why, but they are again. This time, Floyd Mayweather's taking shots. And we're gonna talk about this list that's been circulating on the internet, the top 50 greatest rappers of all time. I'm not gonna do a deep dive on that list, but I will repeat the list and let you guys know what the order is that these people put these artists in and how I feel about it. Alright, first and foremost, we're gonna get into 50 Cent and Mayweather. Says Floyd Mayweather calls out 50 Cent and details what ended his rap career. Now, here we go. 50 Cent not 50 Cent. Kanye easily beats 50 Cent in sales battle. Just hours after he was officially crowned the victor in this much hyped sales battle with 50 Cent, Kanye West turned up at the GQ's 50th anniversary party as the featured performer. So that's an extra win right there. He won the motherfucking contest and showed up and performed at GQ for more exposure and a bag. But the evening was more like a coronation for West, whose graduation widely outsold 50 Cent's Curtis and first week sales. According to Nielsen sales scan, Curtis sold 691,000 copies, and Kanye West with graduation sold 957,000 copies the first week. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is before the streaming days, so if those were 957 hard copies. That's when fans were really fans. These niggas went out and bought your fucking music. Instead of this shit we got now where everybody is playing it for free. You can't even get niggas to subscribe to your shit. Can't even get niggas to subscribe to your channel. Back then it was so sweet. Niggas was selling 1 million records in a week. Whew, that's a fucking bag right there. All right. Floyd Mayweather is going to detail these situations that ended 50 Cent's career. First, it says it was only 4 shots that ended Curtis Jackson's rap career. And the first one, it says, you tried desperately to revive your career by going head-to-head with Kanye West and got dragged publicly, taking a unanimous decision loss. Number 2, Jay-Z has been killing the champagne game with Ace of Spades selling worldwide at premium prices for well over a decade. While Curtis got a bottle with a cheap-ass chest piece on it that tastes like shampoo. Damn, Floyd. Damn. Oh, God. 3, Beats by Dre headphones was a home run smash. We all know that. But what the fuck was Curtis's SMS audio headphones? That was some straight bullshit the feds had something to do with. Those are snitch headphones. You can be in your car and hear the people's conversation in the vehicle next to you. Jesus Christ, your boy Floyd is not playing. Diddy got Ciroc and it's still selling worldwide. And you can't find effing vodka in no stores. And it's well known the shit tastes like rubbing alcohol. He said your boy shit tastes like rubbing alcohol. Jesus Christ. The issues between Floyd Mayweather and 50 Cent are seemingly continuing on as Mayweather took to Instagram to deliver a detailed post calling 50 out on what he thinks led to the end of his rap career. A nigga's outside of my fucking condo with a motorcycle, ladies and gentlemen. That's what that noise is in the background. See, this is why I need a mansion away from everybody. And I'm not finna stop the show. But this cocksucker drove up with a motorcycle, and this shit is making a lot of motherfucking noise. Anyway, Mayweather started by saying going head-to-head with Kanye West sparked the beginning of the end, and also said him trying to make a champagne vodka and a headphone brand brought him down as well. So this is all Floyd Mayweather's Instagram. I had to close the door. Nigga, fuck that shit. I had to close the door. That nigga was being real disrespectful with that fucking motorcycle. I hope he flip over on that shit and slide into a motherfucking building. I don't hope he die though. I wouldn't wish death on a nigga. So yeah, as you see, these two niggas is beefing. They used to be friends. You know, 50 Cent tried to get into the sports arena thing. Made a lot of niggas mad. Signed some boxers. You know, 50's an opportunist. He's an opportunist. And, you know, he was having his fun with Floyd because, you know, Floyd can't read, which is crazy. The nigga can make millions of dollars, but the nigga can't read. So you can pretty much put anything in front of his face and he'll sign the shit thinking that, you know, shit is all good. So I wouldn't be surprised if people were taking advantage of this nigga as far as his shit. And I don't understand why, with all the money this nigga made, he doesn't take some time out and learn how to fucking read. Go to school, nigga. You old, you grown, your learning capacity should be fantastic now as an adult. You ain't get knocked in your head so much as a boxer to where you can, learn nowadays. So I don't see what the problem is with that shit. I think he should be able to go back to school and learn him some shit. So that's the beef between 50 Cent and Kanye. I wouldn't be surprised if 50 Cent and Floyd Mayweather. I wouldn't be surprised if the nigga did the shit for attention. I'm talking about if 50 staged this himself. You know, 50's the king of coming up with little things every once in a while to keep his name on the map with controversy instead of dropping new music. And I don't know why. It's like he's comfortable. He's very comfortable with the power situation, his show that he does, but he's not dropping any new music. And 50 Cent is actually one of my favorite artists. You know what I mean? So, I think he's talented. I think he got skills. He just needs to get back in the lab and drop some shit. You know what I mean? Especially now that he doesn't have his artists like Lloyd Banks and them working with him. He's doing everything himself so he can fuck around and do his own thing. All right, so now we're going to look at this. We got YNW Melly announces new album from jail. Here we go. YNW Melly made a big announcement on Friday, August 9th. Telling his followers that he's releasing a new album soon. Melly posted a video of him smiling in jail with the caption, "Album on the way, everybody. Y'all ready? Melly vs. Melvin." Like as if he's trying to plead insanity. This comes after Melly released 223s featuring Glock 9 on all streaming services, which was originally released on Glock 9's Christmas album, Lil Glock That Stole Christmas. That's gotta be the funniest shit in the world, my dude. If niggas told me that I laugh at that. Niggas, are you telling me that that's a real fucking album? First off, rappers is making Christmas albums now? What the fuck is wrong with the game? This nigga made a Christmas album. Glock 9 made a Christmas album. GLOKKNINES, Christmas album. Lil Glock That Stole Christmas. Oh my God, that's gotta be the worst fucking title in history. It's gotta be the worst title. That shit is funny as hell. YNW Melly has been in jail since February and is facing a death penalty for 2 counts of first-degree murder. The state of Florida believes that they can prove that Melly killed his 2 friends, YNW Juvie and YNW Sack Chaser, for financial gain. Now I'm gonna go into a little bit of history on YNW Melly. And you can see exactly what's going on. Jamel Demons, because the nigga is a motherfucking demon, best known as YNW Melly, was charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder on Wednesday, February 13th. The 19-year-old Florida rapper turned himself in to Miramar, Florida. The police for the fatal shootings of his friends Anthony Williams and Christopher Thomas Jr., aspiring rappers who went by YNW Sack Chaser and YNW Juvie, respectively. Since the news of Melly's charges hit the internet, mugshots and song lyrics have been flying, causing a lot of confusion about the exact order of events. Here's a complete timeline of YNW Melly's career milestones and legal issues with updates to his criminal charges. October 19th, 2015, there was a shooting near Vero Beach High School. According to local reports, Melly fired a gun towards a group of people near Vero Beach High School, but not on school grounds. The reason for the fired shots was never revealed. The three people he was aiming at were reportedly students at Vero Beach between the ages of 17 to 20. Melly was charged with 3 counts of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon and 1 count of discharging a firearm in public. That's October 19th, 2015. 2016, YNW Melly serves 1-year jail sentence and writes "Murder on My Mind." Now, if you guys don't know, "Murder on My Mind" is a song where he rapped about killing his friends or some shit like that. So you see how the nigga's lyrics is gonna be used against him in court. So check it out. 2016, he serves 1 year in jail and he writes "Murder on My Mind." After being charged for firing his gun near a school, Melly served 1 year sentence in Florida jail. According to his verified annotation on Genius, he wrote, "Murder on my mind while behind bars. I literally woke up in the jail cell and I was like, wake up in the morning, I got murder on my mind. AK-47, Mac 11, Glocks and 9s. And then the bitch was like, get up, it's time to get up. Like, yeah, fuck that song." Melly also noted that he wasn't really fucking with nobody like that for like 3 months while in jail. "Ain't nobody know I could rap," he wrote. Eventually, he shared his talents with another inmate, a local rapper who declared Melly as his new favorite after hearing the early version of "Murder on My Mind," Melly says. He kept telling everybody like, "Bruh, you the best rapper in the compound. Melly, this music you can feel." So now we move on to March 2017. YN Melly releases "Murder on My Mind." On March 4th, 2017, YNW Melly uploaded "Murder on My Mind" to SoundCloud. 5 days later, he released the audio on YouTube, where it has more than 16 million plays. And since its release, the song has been describing as haunting due to lyrics that go into uncomfortable detail about Melly's imaginary murder story. Yellow tape around his body. It's a fucking homicide. His face is on a t-shirt and his family traumatized. I didn't even mean to shoot him. He just caught me by surprise. I reloaded my pistol, cocked it back, and shot him twice. In an August 2018 interview with Fader, Melly explained those lyrics may have contributed to him bouncing back to jail. The second verse, in which he describes the murder, caught the attention of the state attorney, who read it out loud in court. The magazine explained, though he said they brought it up over petty infractions, Melly contends it was the lyrics that landed him back in jail for violating his probation. Now we move on to June 30th, 2018. YNW Melly and YNW Bortland arrested for marijuana and gun possession. See, this nigga is just a bad kid. He's a fucking criminal. That's the problem. See, when you do shit like this, you can't blame nobody else because he's constantly getting in trouble. You know, and what happens is when these guys get in trouble, you need to lock them up and throw away the key, because what happens is they get out and they don't appreciate the fact that they're free and they go right back to the same life of fucking crime. You know what I'm saying? These niggas is fucking criminal. He's a career criminal. So it says, last summer, Melly was arrested for possession of marijuana, possession of a weapon and ammunition by a convicted felon, and drug paraphernalia. In addition to Melly, Cortland Henry, aka YNW Bortland, instead of Cortland, it's Bortland, Melly's longtime friend, was also arrested. He was arrested for possession of a weapon or ammunition by a convicted felon as well. They both posted bonds and were released the following day. October 26, 2018, deaths of YNW Sack Chaser and YNW Juvie. Days before Halloween, reports revealed that YNW Melly's friends Anthony Williams, aka YNW Sack Chaser, and Christopher Thomas Jr., aka YNW Juvie, had been killed. They were each reportedly shot multiple times and driven to Memorial Miramar Hospital, where they were pronounced dead shortly after arrival. Sack Chaser was 21 and Juvie was 19. The Sun Sentinel reports, before sunrise on October 26, a Jeep Compass with the rear window punched out delivered mortally wounded Anthony DeAndre Williams and Christopher Thomas Jr. to the emergency bay of Memorial Hospital Miramar. Doctors declared them dead. Henry was the driver of the Jeep. YNW Bortland, that is. And the only other passengers were the dying men. Demons, YNW Melly, who is, in fact, a demon, was not at the hospital that early morning, according to police. At the time of their deaths, the incident was thought to have been a drive-by shooting. The day after the murders, Melly posted a photo of himself with his deceased friends on Instagram. They took my brothers from me over jealousy, he wrote. I know y'all watching over me. It's YNW for life. Sack Chaser and Juvie for life and after. They want to see me break down, stop or in jail or a box, but my niggas still need me. They parents need me. They family need me. Till we meet again, my twins and slimes. Melly's lawyer Bradford Cohen, who has also represented Kodak Black, another dude that's constantly in the system. These guys is representing these fucking career criminals. Kodak Black spoke on behalf of the young Florida rapper shortly after the death. He's sad, he's upset, obviously, Cohen told the Sun Sentinel on October 31st. Those were his best friends. January 3rd, 2019, YNW Melly arrested for possession of marijuana. At the top of the new year, Melly was arrested again, this time in Fort Myers, Florida for possession of marijuana. His viral smiling mugshot was taken during this arrest. So as you see, he can't keep himself out of fucking trouble. February 12, 2019, YNW Bortland charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder. On February 12, 2019, YNW Bortland, aka Cortland Henry, was arrested and charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder and 2 counts of an accessory after the fact in connection with the deaths of Sack Chaser and Juvie. February 13, 2019, Melly was arrested and charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder. On February 13, 2019, YNW Melly, aka Jamel Demons, was charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder in connection with the deaths of his childhood friends. Hours before his arrest, Melly posted another photo of himself with Sack Chaser and Juvie, this time also including Bortland. To all my fans and supporters, no, I did not get locked up in Washington, but I am turning myself in today, he wrote on Instagram. I want you guys to know that I love you and appreciate every single one of y'all. A couple of months ago, I lost my 2 brothers by violence, and now the system wants to find justice. Unfortunately, a lot of rumors and lies are being said, but no worries, God is with me and my brother Bortland. And we want y'all to remember it's YNW family. I love you, Sack Chaser and Juvie. Jesus Christ. It takes a special kind of person to kill your own fucking friends for clout. This nigga basically murdered. And here's another thing. This nigga wouldn't still be in police custody and still be in jail if they didn't have enough evidence to hold this fucking guy. So obviously, he slipped up or they slipped up somewhere. Now it says the evening Melly turned himself in, Miramar police tweeted their take on the case. Demons, aka Melly, and Cortland Henry have been arrested and charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder. The victims, Anthony Williams and Christopher Thomas Jr., were killed on 10/26/2018. The investigation, supported by forensic evidence, has concluded that Demons shot and killed Williams and Thomas Jr., and that Demons and Henry staged the crime scene to resemble a drive-by shooting. So it says here, supported by forensic evidence. This means they got DNA and forensic evidence to prove that you fucking killed your friends, yo. February 14, 2019, Melly ordered to remain in jail without bond. The day after turning himself in to the authorities, Melly appeared in court. Broward County Judge Jackie Powell ordered that Melly remain in jail without bond per the Sun Sentinel. Judge Powell also ordered Henry to be held without bond and instructed the 2 friends to avoid contact with each other. Man. Yeah, this shit goes on and on. February 21st, 2019, Melly reportedly linked the fatal shooting of a deputy. He was linked to somebody else that got killed. So the nigga also not only killed his friends, he was linked to a murder of a deputy as well. So this nigga's just a stone cold killer. He's a stone cold killer. Lock his ass up. YNW Melly pleads not guilty. Nigga, they got you on forensic evidence, nigga. You pleading not guilty, you might as well just cop a plea, do your time. Because you are the grand prize winner, ding, 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 of playing a stupid game and winning a stupid prize. March 6, 2019, a video surfaces of Melly's mother criticizing sack chaser. See, so it's just not looking good. It's not looking good. I'm not gonna go through the rest of this shit because this shit seems like it goes on forever. So as you guys see, you get the point. This nigga's a career criminal and he's gonna be put away forever. You know, so ladies and gentlemen, if you listen to this shit right now, don't do dumb shit like this. Don't do dumb shit like this. These niggas threw their life away, and it's like, you know, these niggas had the audacity to kill their own friends and set it up like a drive-by shooting. My God. Yeah, this shit is awful. So anyway, that's the news on YNW Melly. That's the backstory on him. So if you haven't heard, that's who he is. And this fucking clown is releasing an album from jail. Melly vs. Melvin. Nigga, that shit's gonna go double hot sauce. Nobody's gonna fuck with that album. So anyway, this nigga's gonna be under the jail forever. Alright, last but not least, we're gonna talk about this list. The 50 greatest rappers of all time. Number 1, they got Jay-Z. Number 2, they got Nas. Number 3, they got Joe Budden. Number 4, they got Styles P. Number 5, they got Black Thought. Number 6, they got Fabulous. Number 7, they got Jadakiss. 8, Biggie. 9, Ghostface. 10, Kendrick Lamar. 11, Beanie Siegel. 12, Rakim. 13, Pusha T. 14, Redman. 15, Pac. 16, Scarface. 17, Andre 3000. 18, Common. 19, J. Cole. 20, Lupe Fiasco. 21, Royce the 5'9". 22, DMX. 23, Drizzy Drake. 24, T.I. 25, Raekwon. 26, Twista. 27, Method Man. 28, Eminem. 29, Prodigy. Number 30, you got Mos Def, then Kool G Rap, Big Boy, Young Jeezy at number 33. You got Snoop, Cameron, Bun B, Lil Wayne at 37. Killer Mike, Ice Cube, AZ, Mace at 41. Stack Bundles, 8 Ball, Big Pun, The Game at 45. LL Cool J, Rick Ross, 50 Cent. Busta Rhymes at 49 and Lloyd Banks at 50. Alright, now first and foremost, this list is shit. This list is shit. And I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. I don't know what they used in order to decide what qualities. Maybe it was just who got bars, not who makes great songs or who puts out great content or who puts out good bodies of work. You know what I mean? Because I know for a fact that Busta Rhymes can out-rap probably 90% of these niggas on this list. You can't tell me Busta can't out-rap 50. You can't tell me that Busta can't out-rap 8 Ball. Busta can't out-rap Stack Bundles. Busta can't out-rap Ice Cube. You got Lil Wayne at 37. You mean to tell me that at 37 Young Jeezy raps better than Lil Wayne because Jeezy's in 33? It's no fucking way, yo. And some of these rappers on here don't even write their own raps. So you can't put Drake on a best ever list unless you're just talking about top 50 entertainers, because Drake doesn't write his own music. He has a team of ghostwriters, which he learned from Wayne, by the way. Wayne was the first one that had a team of ghostwriters. Let me put y'all up on something. Here's some industry shit for y'all. Lil Wayne had a lot of people sign to Young Money, right? The only person that you ever heard complain about being on Young Money was Tyga, because he wasn't really getting paid for none of his shit. But all those other artists, Young Twist, Lil Chucky, they had an artist by the name of Short Dog. You had Jay Mills. None of these niggas ever complained about not dropping an album on Young Money / Cash Money. Why do you think that is? If you've been signed to a label for 5 years, 6 years, and you never dropped the album, and you probably didn't even drop any singles, and you have no buzz, and you're sitting around waiting, why do you think they didn't complain? They didn't complain because them niggas was paid ghostwriters. They was getting checks For the shit that they was writing, they'd be in the studio, they'd write some shit, Wayne would hear it and say, yo, I like that, I'm gonna use some of that for my project. And he'll take the hottest parts of each verse and put the shit on his own shit. That's the only logical conclusion as to why none of these niggas complained about not putting out an album, because they were getting paid to write, so they still were getting money. You can't be signed to a label for 5-6 years and not have a budget and not have any money and still pay your bills and still drive around with Birdman and all this other shit. Them niggas got a lot of expenses. When you ride with Birdman, them niggas ball out. So if you in the same vicinity, your money gotta be up there too. So that's where Drake learned his shit from, since he studied with Lil Wayne. You get you a whole bunch of ghostwriters, you give them a monthly stipend of money so that way they can continue to do their thing, and it's like they're getting paid for their raps, so they're not really tripping about putting out albums or putting out music, because they getting a check. It's a regular job for these niggas. So that's where Drake learned it from. So you got these artists that don't even write their own shit. You know. Yeah, I would put Kendrick Lamar over Styles P any day. Let me see who else I would put on this list. Who would I move up on this list? J. Cole on this list, he'd be in my top 5. Not just because of his flow patterns, but because of his content. You notice you don't even see Nipsey Hussle on here everywhere. I mean, anywhere. And Nipsey's, his lyrics is crazy. The nigga Nip is fucking nice. You don't see Nip on here anywhere. So there's a lot of artists that didn't get no love. Where's Ludacris at? Luda? Nice. Where the fuck is Luda? Luda's not even on this list. You see what I'm saying? So this list, when you see this list is trash. It's been floating around the internet, and everybody's going crazy over it. They're like, oh. And what's fun, the funniest thing about it is, these niggas are so amped up over a list, but you can't get these niggas that's this amped up to create some music. If these niggas could jump in a booth and create some music as fast as they sharing their comments on this bullshit ass list, the industry will be a better place right now. You got a whole bunch of local rappers, you got established rappers, you got semi-established rappers, everybody's creating their own top 50 list. Fuck the list, it's all subjective. Create some music, nigga. Fuck the list. Create some music. Let's get some good content out there. Shout out to Rick Ross for putting out a fire new album, Port of Miami 2. Rick Ross is very consistent. Fuck what everybody says. The nigga's albums are always dope. Always. He has not put out a whack album yet. So shout out to Rick Ross. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is today's episode 8 of Today in Hip Hop. That's my views on the 50 Cent shit. That's my views on YNW Melly. And that's my views on this bullshit ass, 50 greatest rappers of all time. And you ain't got Big Daddy Kane. You ain't got... How you have a of all time and you ain't got Kane on the list? That nigga said, even if I stutter, I'ma still come off. Shout out to Big Daddy Kane. He's actually the nigga that got me into wanting to be a rapper in the first place. So shout out to Big Daddy Kane. Yeah, man. That's today's show, man. I love y'all. Keep tuning in. Tell niggas about the show. Spread the word. Make sure you subscribe. And you can even, donate to the podcast if you're really feeling it. Tell your friends about the shit. Drop some comments on the shit, yada, yada, yada. Love y'all. Talk to you soon. Don't forget NoahJonesNews.com. You have merchandise, you have music, you have videos, you have radio station interviews, and you can find this podcast there. Love y'all. Peace.